We make a car instead of two useless objects until they're together. YouTube, done with the sneaking and peeking. This is the only cover not on, but this engine, valve cover's on, they're sealed, timing cover, oil water pump I think. I'm pretty sure I torqued it down, I'll double check it, but timing cover, smooshed, shield, schmillicon. And so yeah, the rear main's in, crank pulley's on, so it's official. This is a budget R18 rebuild for Buddy's car. I think overall, and rebuild kit, master like rings, pistons, main bearings, rod bearings, new timing, all new gaskets. We're reusing the 250,000 mile intake and cat from that crap over there. That's actually the old transmission. New one is back there. That is a carbon block going in there whenever I get the main bearings from freaking Germany.
I was down, but now I'm yeah. It's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beast. I jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feet.
One, here comes the two to the three to the four. Tell them bring another round, we need 30 more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. Name on me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. My motor's knocking hard tonight. Guess that service engine light was right on my dashboard. I stopped to check under the hood, but all I see is bad and nothing good. I think I blowed it up. An old man turned and said, hey you, here's some starting fluid you can use. Never let you down, baby.
China.
No! What's your baby mama at the crib and blow her back out? Shorty Filipino and she call me Manny Pacquiao. Alley-oop without the hoop, they call me Jerry Stackhouse.
Finally, in the car, mounted up. Now I just got to hook up the computer and stuff to the body and all the extra crap, but the engine is officially in the car. Now, for anybody who's like, that's not how you take an engine out, you drop the trans. Fuck that thing. I got one over there that's going in. This engine's out. Here's its hat. Today we get to talk about why you should be careful who you take your cars to. Listen to this bearing. I'm pretty sure that's bad, right? Not to mention, they said they replaced the control arm. even install a C-clip on the ball joint right. They ruined this ball joint. It's not even pressed into the knuckle right. Just moves. Yep. Yeah. Said they replaced the struts. Those aren't replaced. Said they replaced his bearing. That's not replaced. You took it to them for 3 times for a transmission. They said it's a brand new rebuilt unit. Charged him $4,000. That's not rebuilt. So be careful where you take your cars to, people. Okay, guys, today on Redneck Engine Performance, we moved all these cars around because here's the infamous flipped Honda Civic. I'm going to pull the engine and transmission out of this car and send it to the car crusher. Stay tuned. Today, this driveline will be right here. And here is the picture of this Honda on its roof. Yep. 25 mile an hour. Somehow ended on the roof. Well, today on Redneck Engine Performance, delayed few day video that I uploaded. So I get tired. I got like a million videos to edit. But there's the engine transmission come out of the car. And there's a buddy's car. And there's a Beetle. But, yep, getting stuff done in here. Yep, all this going to the scrapyard. We cut the windshield out to just yank the engine and cut it out. This car is totaled, so no sense in caring. But Redneck Engine Performance, guys. All right, guys, today on Jury-Rigged Bullcrap, we have a 2000 Honda to replace a 2007 Honda that my buddy flipped not too long ago. So this thing, today, what we're doing is we're watching paint dry. So exciting. Yep, no jury-rigged engines today. This is jury-rigged body work. We'll see. Yeah, so, yep, looks good. Looks good. Had a little tiny rust hole under this corner of this rocker, and it's fixed up. So
Eat your heart out, kiddos.
yeah, this is like the most exciting thing ever. You know, you can feel the excitement in my voice. You know, watching paint dry. Literally. All right, guys. Thanks for letting me waste your time. You have a good day. Stay home. Screw body work. And today, guys, they wouldn't take the car without the cat. So the junkyard gets the cat. Oh, well. But to the crusher she goes. And then as soon as this is gone, this is coming in for a timing chain. Yeah. Fuck this car. Today on the Redneck Engine Performance, we have ourselves a Honda 1.5 liter that was from a car that flipped upside down. Just wanted to point some stuff out here. This is how you know 150,000 miles. People who own this engine have taken care of it. No sludge. It's clean. Clean engine. Yeah. I thought we were going to maybe rebuild this fucker because it's out of the cow. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get down in here after I get the transmission off and get this over, set back up on my, once again, another engine stand. And check the oil pan and check the bearings and stuff. If everything looks copacetic, we'll do a fucking refresh. Here's another update of today. This transmission, we're going to go through it. It's got about 140,000 miles on it. Hopefully, quick refresh, maybe some new valve, or, solenoids, yada, yada, yada. This thing, I don't know what we're going to do with it, really. I know it runs. It ran before I took it out the car, so I'm going to pull the oil pan and check the bearings, but somebody's kept up really, so I'm quite happy to see this. But, all right, guys, stay tuned. Guys, Let's see what surprises await us in this oil pan. I have good hopes, but this is only one way to tell. Gotta come out. So, stay tuned. Let's see what happens under here. Well, guys, got some good news. That's a happy 150,000 mile rod bearing. You can see little materials worn, very little. That's nothing. But for shits and gigs, I'm gonna get a set of bearings and throw rod bearings in here because this engine was ran upside down. That's like this. It was upside down because the car was upside down and it ran like this, so no oil was going to the crank. But for the 30 seconds it ran with no oil, sure as fuck didn't hurt none. So, yep, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to slap some rod bearings in here, and then we're going to go ahead and do the head gasket, reseal, head gasket, everything top. New seals, she old. It's time to reseal her up. We had a bit of an oil leak right around here at the VTEC solenoid, it looked like. So, just going to go through and reseal all these stupid schmillicone covers. But for the most part, this engine is in really good shape. Today, on Redneck Engine Performance. So, I was doing videos earlier today breaking down this engine to see if I find anything that would make me want to rebuild it. Well, let's see what I found here. So, this is our oil control ring. It's pretty hard to tell. But this thing is carbed up really bad. You can see it. You know, oil wasn't flowing right through this piston. Let's see what we found. Yeah, there's pretty good wear on this side. Not as bad on this side. So this is our thrust side. This is where most of the pressure is. If my phone will focus. Yeah. So, rebuild. Yay. Everybody's been waiting for her. Same with me and this guy. We're going in today. I got the harness all done. This is a ready to plug and go motor. Computer's hooked up. Got to hook up the main harness to the fuse box too. But this engine is ready.
Na festa do fim de semana, só rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem solto, passo bem solto, passo bem solto. Na festa do fim de semana. Flowers, I sit for hours telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds, pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you.
Show you what a warped rotor is. Notice how it don't want to walk off. It's catching the studs. That's because this rotor is freaking warped. Yep, you can see it's all hot and rainbowed out. Sheesh. be cooking because we have a bad wheel bearing. Very bad wheel bearing. Room. There is now officially room for a K20. I'm putting K20 in here. Maybe a K24. Here's the 1.8 liter. Why, we're taking it out. Uh-oh. Head gasket. Head gasket. Not blown yet. Blown. Blown. Very blown. Right into the coolant giant. Yep. And we found out. Can't tell, but piston ring wash. So we're burning oil in this thing too. All right, what's up, guys? All right, so Euros, stand by. All right,
Deadlines pile up faster than my laundry. I just identify the headline, the
This
image,
is how
the
gasoline
copy,
engines work. I'm gonna get off the stream
and
again
voila!
because the
I
fireworks are
have
still
dozens
day
of
after.
designs in seconds.
So here you
Design
go,
at
man.
scale, with
Skipping
Canva.
this ad. It's a 5-minute video, so learn it.
In this video, we'll learn about how gasoline engines work. First, let's take a brief look at the basic structure of the engine. Here are two valves. One of them is an intake valve, and the other one is an exhaust valve. There is a split plug between the two valves. There is a cylinder in the bottom side, and the piston moves up and down to create a repetitive motion. Coolant circulates around the perimeter of the cylinder to prevent it from getting overheated. The piston has 3 rings. 2 of them are compression rings, and the other one is an oil ring. The ring located on the top prevents the flue gas from going down. The second ring prevents the oil from flowing into the combustion chamber. The third ring plays the role of constantly applying the oil to the inner wall of the cylinder. This is the crankshaft. It converts the piston's linear motion into a rotational motion. The connecting rod connects the piston and the crankshaft. Next, we'll learn more about the 4-stroke cycle. It goes in the order of intake, compression, power, exhaust. First, the intake valve opens and the piston moves down. Then, a mixture of air and gas flows into the inner side of the cylinder. This is the intake process. The intake valve gets closed, and the piston rises up to prevent further intake of fuel. This causes the mixed gas to be compressed at a high temperature, which is called the compression stroke. When the spark plug causes a spark on the compressed mixed gas, an explosion occurs. The force from the explosion causes the piston to go down, which is called the power stroke. Then, the exhaust valve opens, and the piston rises up to release the exhaust gas. This process is called the exhaust stroke. During this single cycle, the crankshaft rotates twice. It will make a half turn during the intake process, and another half turn during the compression process to complete a full turn. Then it makes another half turn when the gas explodes, and a final half turn after the exhaust process is complete, completing 2 full turns. Next, we will learn how the intake and exhaust valves open and close. The valve is opened and closed based on the movement of the camshaft, which converts rotational motion to a linear motion. Camshafts are connected by a crankshaft or a timing belt. Normally, timing chains are used more often due to the weak durability of timing belts. The intake valve opens during the intake stroke. The valve stays closed during the compression and power stroke. And the exhaust valve will open during the exhaust stroke. While the crankshaft rotates twice, the camshaft only rotate once, and both the intake and exhaust valves are opened and closed once each. For the camshafts, there are 2 different types, one exhaust camshaft and one intake camshaft. We call this the DOHC method. There is also a method called SOHC, which uses a single camshaft to control the intake and exhaust valve. This is the throttle body. There is a throttle valve inside. The amount of air drawn in can be controlled by closing this valve. By pressing on the accelerator pedal, you can open up the valve and allow more air to come in. This will lead to increased power and faster speed. The mixed gas is distributed evenly to each cylinder via an intake manifold. This is a linear 4 engine. 4 cylinders are positioned in a straight line. It is also called the L4 engine, using the letter L from the word linear. These are the cylinders of a linear 6 engine. This is the intake manifold where the fuel heads into. The fuel is divided based on the number of cylinders. This is the exhaust manifold where the exhaust gas is released. It collects the exhaust gas and sends them to the muffler. This is a V6 engine. The cylinders are positioned in the shape of the letter V. When the number of cylinders increase, the length of the engine gets longer, which will also lead to longer crankshaft camshafts. Naturally, the width of the car gets longer. That is why many automobile companies produce V6 engines. By positioning 6 cylinders in a shape configuration, it becomes able to reduce the length of the engine and the width of the car. However, the L6 engine is much more quiet than the V6 engine and enables smoother power transfer.
Until now, game changer. They have a wire trimming head that's universal. It's going to fit either. They have different size leads on it. They have a 3 and a 6. I went with the 6 because I'm never changing weed eater string again. These are absolutely awesome. I don't know what took them so long to come up with these things. You're never going to have to change your weed eater string again. These are universal. They will fit absolutely any weed eater. All you do is screw them on. If you guys want to get one of these, they're on sale right now at the TikTok shop. I'm going to link it right here.
All right, I'm back. Stand by, guys.
When we standing on business, I'm a big stepper. Top notch hoes, get the most, not the little. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping, passion petrol. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got the cow. Selling on silent with the product in the pillar loud. That's how you make the money. I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout, and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic. You can't stop it, it's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I.
Just opened up a lot of room to get this out. The gears off. We got, yeah. We're gonna move this into there too. Sorry I'm winded. This thing was not easy to move. Alright guys, today on the YouTubes, there's the 1600cc Type 2 air-cooled VW motor that I am rebuilding. We're going with a black on orange style look. There you guys go. She's looking mighty fine. Look at that piss trail of oil. By the way, it was painted before the leak, so don't worry, people. Yeah, Scott. Looks beautiful, man. Yes, sir. This Porsche is going to go back together. Very, very happy. Yes, sir.
This doesn't sound I'm going to drive to work tonight. It's a nice day. It's a beautiful.
All right, Larry, I'm making this for you. This wire hanging out, don't worry about it. This blue wire right here, this is for fuel valve. To start this thing yourself, you take this wire, jam it in your hot. You take my orange jumper wire, you touch the hot. All right, go, let's record.
Cam down last one.
Their shock is not only completely broken, but stuck inside of their wheel. Never seen that before.
Alright, got a 99 Volkswagen Bora here. Client says it's making a lot of noise. It goes. I wonder why. Customer states transmission issues.
All right, here you go. Watch this. Water in the expansion tank and right out of the valve cover. Customer states no on oil pressure.
Customer states the steering's a bit wobbly.
Okay, side to side.
Customer says, can we just check the diff? It's making a noise. Yup. Yep.
teach you how to do a compression test when you don't have a compression tester? That one has no compression.
Video of the tire. Well, after the storm here, she blew a big drift, and well, we got the problem here. Oh, this isn't gonna be fun.
Can this not be my life? My car. Other Mitsubishi. Oh, look, it unlocks that one, but not mine. Oh, look, it locks that car, but not mine. I can't deal with this right now. Like, how is this legit?
Jury-rigged engines. Here's a Porsche 924 transmission, completely cleaned off. This guy here, no face being shown, is gonna paint this bad girl, so when she goes back in the car, don't look back. Before picture, wait for the after.
I got a fun one for you guys today. We open the airbox and a bunch of these nuts hit the ground, and I look down here and I see that. I'm thinking, how did you get in the hop of the air filter? Now, he chewed through it. That's a busy boy.
Why? This customer brought in his recently purchased semi for a wheel alignment. Here's what the technician found. What do you guys think? Is this safe?
The rebuild begins, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. All right, a little update of where I was. All the pistons are out. We got the crank exposed. Get ready to clean this bad girl. Here's all our parts. That's all the parts that move inside your small block Ford 302, minus the crankshaft and the camshaft. But really very simple engines. Now it's time to get the crank out and clean this bad girl thoroughly and then put it back together. Thanks for watching. And then you have your third primary chain that goes crank to intake sprockets. All right? There's a tensioner that sits here that rides on our piston. 99.99% of the time it fails and breaks, and the plunger that's on your tensioner no longer seats properly on the guide. That's the number one cause failure. Now, the main thing that I want to point out here, guys, that most people fail to understand are the gallery gaskets on these engines. All right, so remember, these are variable valve timed intake cam based engines. So what happens here is this is your oil pump with all the screws and stuff that you see I circled. That's your oil pump. Oil gets picked up from a pickup, which your oil filter is down here in this area, way down here, based on the engine. So oil gets, but you have low oil pressure and Ranis fire and cam solenoid codes. It is probably this seal here or this seal here. So remember that, gentlemen, women, whoever loves the 3.5 liter Nissan motor. If you strengthen the primary chain tensioner and you've go ahead and address these with upgraded seals or make your own, or if you're a person like me, you can make it all bulletproof. If you can fix those, all the red lines that are in here, and find a way to make sure it doesn't fail, you can put a good amount of power, about 450 horsepower, and I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a whole 100% reliable at 450 in a lot of cases, but I think this engine can handle easy 500 without risk of, a rebuild for more power in the future if you're really planning for it.
If your car with these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
A lot of things changed since I got my girl pregnant.
Like what?
My name, my address, my phone number.
In Syria, there are no Walmarts, only Targets.
Why don't pedophiles win races?
Why?
They like to come in a little behind.
Oh my god! I screened Jenga in history class today.
Yeah?
We were watching a 9/11 documentary.
Hey, my grandma told me to be positive, but I was going in for an AIDS test. So fuck that bitch.
Saddam Hussein hiding from the militaries. He dug underground.
He hits bedrock.
I like my girls like I like my wine. 10 years and locked in the basement.
Oh,
I don't even
my
like
God.
saying that. Why did the child cross the road?
Why?
Because he didn't wear a seatbelt.
Fucking hell. That is so... Always wear your seatbelt, kids. See, we can make...
All the mechanics' craziest nightmares. Here's a 2017 Versa. Door hinge is rocking. Yep. Here's a Honda Odyssey. Customer brought the car up and said that it just started making noise. Yeah. Okay. Now we have my infamous 10mm socket. We all know what happens to these things. To this day, I can't find it again. Customer called me and said his engine locked up. Come to find out, he put engine oil in the transmission. Definitely put that one in the wrong hole, baby. Yeah. Brand new rebuilt trans and engine destroyed. And here's my booty inside of a 1968 C10 pretending to be an LS. You guys have a good one. Like, subscribe.
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
I don't know what happened, but something exploded.
Well, my day today, 1979 International Bluebird Schoolie Bus. All right. Yes, we got the infamous 7.3 app on Navistar, pre-power stroke, turbo. This thing's a beaut. Oh, what's that idling? 383 stroker, 1971 C30, baby. And there's a turbo Odyssey. Guess you subscribe to the channel. All right, back to doing a busted brake line. Yeah, it broke off right there on the frame. So, TV blasting this. Hopefully I can save the rubber hose. That looks carnage. Look at that. Look at how crusty that is.
Double time hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here, waste my life away, drag back home and drink my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I.
All right, guys, we're gonna cease today. Maybe if I can set the damn camera down somewhere safe. All right. You know you have a bad engine when there's no rocker arms in. This is the noise you hear. Well, that's a good sign. For that cylinder. I'm waiting for the gurgling. There it is. Yeah. That's a good valve. Anybody who owns a late 60s, early 70s 350 or Chevy or basically any Chevy small block and Fords, you need to watch out for this. It's all original, first person to open this engine up because, like, it's like a James original stamp plastic timing gear. Wiped out the fucking valves. So, there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after a year of MUSTANG done, I got her finally officially in time. No ticks, no clicks, no knocks, no nothing. Sounds beautiful. No misfires. Stable runner.
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. You can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
Okay, guys, today on Redneck Engine Performance, we moved all these cars around because Here's the infamous flipped Honda Civic. Time to pull the engine and transmission out of this car and send it to the car crusher. Stay tuned. Today, this driveline will be right here. And here is the picture of this Honda on its roof. Yep. 25 mile an hour. Somehow ended on the roof.
My motor's knocking good tonight. Guess that service in was right on my dashboard. I stopped to check under the hood, but all I see is bad and nothing good. Down the road. I think I blowed it up. That old man turned and said, "Hey you, here's some spark fluid you can use."
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command and start. 2, 1.
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
Timing chains in.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with no harm. I got my grub on, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl, wanna dig out. So hooked it up for later as I hit the dough. Thinking, will I live another 24? I gotta go, cause I got me a drop top. And if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror, not a jacker in sight, and everything is alright. I got a beat from Kim, and she can fuck all night. Called up the homies and I'm asking y'all, which part are y'all playing basketball? Get me on the court and I'm troubled. Last week fucked around and got a triple-double. Freaking niggas every way like MJ.
And then, clearly, we got this one. So, small black 350. Oh yeah, get this too. Everything is bad on this. You can see in daylight through the valve. You can see right there, there's light shining. I don't know, but I just looked out my door. There's an engine riding shotgun. What?
Double time hours, bullshit pay, so I can sit out here, waste my life away, drag back home and drink my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper.